Hello dear friends, in this video I will show you ways to use the rib command. I'll demonstrate how to apply this command to my box which I created. In this box I will create stiffening ribs and bottom stiffening ribs. I right click and here is this isolate button. This isolates the part you selected, leaving only it visible. There we go. Now we'll start working with it. I'll create a plane between this wall and this wall. This gives us a middle plane. Okay. Let's wait. I'll create a sketch on it. Ctrl 8. I'll turn off object hiding. Now I'll enable transparency mode like this so I can see what's inside the object. I'll select the line tool and I'll draw it like this. Now let's return to the normal view and start adjusting the line. I'll select this line, this point at the end of my line, and set them as coincident. Next, I'll take this point, this line, and set them as coincident as well. Like that. Now let's set the dimensions of our edge so it's not huge. An edge like this should be enough, I think. Now we exit the sketch. Next, we create another plane. Now we take this plane and this plane. Okay. Another mid plane, and on it we create a sketch. We copy our previous sketch, select it, and use convert entities, then it's copied. Next, we exit the sketch again and start building our edges. I'll select the rib command, choose the edge, and make sure the direction is facing the right way. Change the direction here if it's set incorrectly, and select the body where the rib will be created. Alright? Okay. Created one edge. Alright, I'll make it with a slight draft. Now I'm adding a draft to my rib, setting it to 8 degrees. Okay. Excellent. Now let's add the rib to our other sketch as well. Set the draft to 8 degrees. Select the body and click OK. There you go, we've created two ribs. Now let's go to the mirror command. Select this plane. Our rib is already selected here, so click OK. There, it's been mirrored. Now we can mirror them to the other side. I'll go to Reference, Geometry, Plane, and select this plane, and this one. Okay. Now I'll go to Mirror, and here I'll select all our ribs, like this, and click OK. Now they've been mirrored to the other side as well. And now let's add ribs on this side. The first thing I'll do is create a sketch on this plane, select a center line, and draw from this point to here. This will be the length on which the ribs will be placed. Right here, at this spot, I'll draw a plane. Offset from this plane up to the point. Okay. I'll create a rib there, a sketch. Now I'll make the ribs a bit different, a bit bigger. This time we don't have to make it transparent. We can just draw it roughly and then place the point where we need it. I'm placing this point. And this one goes right over here. Now I'll change the edge. I'll do it like this. And like this. That's the rib. Now I'll switch to features rib. We carefully remove the body at this stage, and then we set the draft angle to 8 degrees. Okay. Here our rib has been created. Next, we create a linear pattern. We select our line and choose up to reference for something. Here I'll select our point, and now we specify the distance between instances. I'll make about this many ribs. Even a little more, like this. Now we click OK. We are creating more ribs, like this. Next, we do a mirror operation. We mirror it, okay? And let's add fillets to our ribs. Let's hide our planes. Let's hide our sketch. Now I'll add a fillet. I'll choose this edge, and the team will suggest which edges to choose. Let's take a look. This option is almost right for me. But now we need to remove these edges from the selection. Like this. And let's include the selection of these ribs. I'll enable it here and here. There's also a small piece here. It was selected by accident. I'll deselect all that. Like this. And now the fillets are applied. I made them 4 millimeters. Now I'll press enter to confirm them. And now let's go ahead and add a fillet to these specific parts of our ribs. I'll select this edge in the model and then try to find a suitable option by carefully exploring the available choices using the Selection Manager tool, which helps manage and refine selections efficiently. I see that there isn't a suitable one available here, so I'll just go ahead and select the second edge and see what we get. Alright. Now this part is selected. Yeah. Here we remove the first rib first. Now we remove this edge. And these initial features, just like that. Now I'll remove the edge here. And with this function it removes everything at once, because these are arrays. That's how it works with arrays. But in the regular mode, you can't remove many edges at once. Only sometimes it works. Right now it actually worked. Okay. Now we have these side edges created. Now I want to create horizontal edges that will run along the bottom of our box. To do this, I create an offset from the plane. Like this offset. Okay. I create a sketch on the plane. Control 8. Next, I select the center line. I click OK. And I draw from this point to this point. Here I just drew a line because I can't find an edge that connects these two instances together. So there are no edges here that connect these two elements. Now I draw a line. Alright, a line. Next I make a pattern. For now I'm just doing it roughly. After that I'll add relationships to these lines. Like this. I delete the pattern. Here I remove the middle point by right clicking, selecting middle point and the coincident line. Here as well I remove the middle point and coincident. And so I select all the points and lines. And now, between these points, we also draw an axis line. Between this point and this one, we select the midpoint, the line, and set them as coincident. Like this. Now let's erase the lines here as well. So, like this, double click to cancel line creation. There. We've created the lines. Now let's set up their relations as well. Like this. Now, let me tell you something. If, for example, your lines, let's say this line extends beyond this one, or is connected to it like this, then this line will continue all the way to the end, becoming an edge. But if this line is interrupted here, as I'm about to show, now I'll go to Features, Rib. Select the body where we'll create the ribs, specify the direction there, and click OK. And all these ribs will extend to the end, as far as they can go. But this rib, this line, ended earlier than it crossed this one, and that's why its creation stopped at this section. To fix this, I go ahead and edit the rib command, specifically its sketch. And I extend the line further. I'll wait a little bit. I extend it like this and click OK. And now all our ribs have been extended all the way to the end, as far as they could go. And we ended up with this kind of box with ribs on the inside. These ribs are needed to reinforce the rigidity of our invention structures or models that require improvement. Now I'll show how the rib command works with contours. I'll delete our last ribs, these ones. I'll rain. Now I'm just going to carefully delete this sketch, and then right here on this plane I'll go ahead and create a brand new sketch. Control 8. Here, for example, I'll draw a rectangle like this, and here at its corner a circle. I'll move all of this over like this, and now I want to create a rib. I go to Features, Rib, and we see that the program automatically creates a rib like this through all our elements. First I'll select the body. Now I'll go to the contour function. And here we can choose where to create the rib. We can either make the rib go like this and stop at the perimeter of this circle, or have it only inside like this, or have it end here at the circle, or we can choose for it to cover the entire square like this. I'll do it just like this, for example, and then I'll go ahead and click on the OK button to confirm my choice. And now we have this kind of rib, which was created using contours. Don't pay attention to these blue contours, they'll disappear later. It's just a minor glitch in Solid. That was a practical demonstration of the rib command. This was Alexis Stefiv with you. Goodbye, everyone.